Welcome back to the second part of this tutorial. Now let's start work with the database itself. But before we can go any further, we need as follows. One, we need this, the jar file for SQL. We need our very driver. Look at it right there. Okay, SQLite JDBC 3.30. that is the latest version which I've already downloaded. You guys will need it, and I'm going to include this very link to the description area which I've already copied for you guys. That's it right there. I will include it to the description area. You can always go there and get it copied. You need this, and I will now copy it because I've already downloaded it. Really, I will now copy it and just add it straight onto my file here. This is it. That is the file. Okay, I'm going to drag it straight into my project area. That is it. So let's copy and just paste it right in here. There, I already have it on my project area. The other thing that you guys will need is the SQLite browser. That is the browser itself. Okay, and I will also include a link where you can download and install this very browser. And just to show it to you guys, this is how the browser looks like. That is it right there. Okay, once it's installed, that's how it's going to look like. Alright, let's go back to our program itself. Now that's we've got that sorted, I will now go straight into my project area here. Okay, that is the name of my file, data entry. Okay, that's the folder. Now let's go straight to the library. Okay, inside the library we need to add the jar file in there. So right click and let's add jar folder. Click on add jar folder. Browse to wherever you may have your jar folder and just click on open, and that is it. That's my jar folder already added straight away. Okay, now that that is taken care of, the next thing I want to do now is I'm going to go to my browser, database browser for SQLite. I will click on new and let's locate where I'm going to save my project. So let's give it a name first. So it's going to be known as data, let's just call it data form. That is fine, and let's browse the way I'm going to save it. Okay, scroll right down. Yeah, that's it, and I'll save it straight in onto my main project area. There we go. Now let's give our table a name. I'm just going to call it data form as well. That's the name of my table. Now let's create my field. The very first field is going to be known as reference. I'll just call it ref number, and I'll change that from integer to, let's say, text. Add the next one. That'll be first name. Add another one, surname. Then add another field. I'll try the surname again. I was meant to press enter. And the next one, that will be address, telephone number. I think after my telephone number, what else do I have? Registration number. I can just call that reg number. Add another one here. Double click on that. Let's enter registration dates, actually, there. And I was meant to change all of this to text, and text. Right. Okay, what else do I need to add now? I'm now going to add proof of ID. After proof of ID, we need date, that will be member type, then member fees, and finally we'll try member fees again. Finally, that will be postcode there, and change all of these to text. You can always select whatever data type that suits your own fields, but I just decided to choose text to make life easy. Right, that is it. So in total that should be about 11. Now my database is created. I'm just going to click on OK. There we go. Right, if you want, you can always browse to view the table. That's it. That's how it looks like. And my table name is called data form. Alright, that's it. It's created. So I will now go straight to where I save my database, just to confirm that it's right there. I think it should be here. Right there, that's my database there on my system. Okay, so let's go back to my system and start coding. Right. Okay, right now what I want to do is to connect my table that I've created, but let me draw your attention to one thing. If you guys can recall earlier on, I did import, or I imported the java.sql.star. Okay, you do need that, else your system will not work. Now let's get it connected, and right underneath my public class here, that's the name of my system. Right underneath public class extend, so I'm now going to come right here. That is where I will initiate my connections. So I'm going to say connection, and I'll give it a name. I'll call it con equals nothing for now. Okay, enter, semicolon there. The next thing I want to do is I'm going to prepare the system for the connection I intend to make. So I'm going to say prepared statement, and the prepared statement, I'm just going to call it PST equals nothing as well, semicolon. The next one is going to be the results. You guys should be used to this now. Result set. Result set, I will just call that RS equals nothing as well. Now, what else do we need to do? Let's define our default table mode. So I'm going to add that in there. Default table mode. Let's just copy this instead of typing. Paste that in there. Default table mode equals model, and that is going to be new because it is an object. There we go. Right, what else do we need? We need to enter parentheses here. Yeah, that's cool. Now let's come in here and create a constructor. No, first thing first, let me just create an object in here. This object, I will use that to connect the table itself. So I'm going to say object column equals every single data that I have in there. I think the first one is called ref number, I think. Yeah, so let's add that in a speech mark, or that should be officially in a speech mark, comma. Then the next one is surname. That's going to be a first name. In total I have 11. Okay, the next one, that will be first name, surname, I have address here, telephone, Now I've forgotten what else do I have. I'm going to go straight to my database. Let's check out what I have. Structure. Okay, I have telephone registration number. Okay, alright, that's fine. I have the registration number. Okay, come back in here. Or is it registration number or registration date? I think this is date. Let's go back in there. Date. Then the next one is proof of ID. After proof of ID, what else do I have? Date, member type, member fees. Okay, we have date, member type, member fees, and finally postcode. There we go. Right. Okay, I think I should be able to just press enter so that you guys can see it all. Now the next thing I want to do is going to be, let's say, model dot set column count, not column count, that should be column identifier. Okay, the column identifier is going to be column, this very one, so that is taken care of. Now let's go straight into the table. So I'm going to say table.set mode. So I can even copy this and put a set inside it. Table, that's JTable really. JTable1 dot set mode. And what is that going to be? It's going to be model there. Now we now need count, connect. We need connect. So let's say connect equals the name of my database. So the name of my database dot the system. Unfortunately, I haven't created the system. So the name of my system, I mean, dot, I will call that connect DB. I don't have connect DB yet, so there will be an error. So I'm going to enter parentheses there. Okay, let's just comment this out so that it doesn't cause any problem. Now I need to create that very connection, this very one. So let's come right down here, and I'm just going to say public right down here. Yep, let's press enter here. So let's say public static. So that should do it. Public static. Where is it? Right down here. Public static connection, and this connection is going to be known as connect DB. This very one that I have in here, connect DB. That should be space connect DB, and there. So I can now release this now. Alright, now with my connect DB, I'm going to say try catch whatever error that I might run into, and let's just enter catch underneath here, and that is going to be exception equals E. There we go. Enter curly braces in there. And how are we going to catch this? We're going to use J option pane dot show message box does show message. There's no message box here. Does show message. What message would you like? Let the message come from the system itself, and return null value. Yeah. Now let's come in here now. So in here, inside my try, I want you to try this very class dot for name, and that name is going to be, let's just call it hog dot SQLite dot JDBC. Right, semicolon. Now we now want connection equals con. Connection called con, we want it to locate the following driver manager dot get connection, and this very connection is going to be JDBC column SQLite column. My database is called DataFrame dot db. That is the name of my database. Enter semicolon there, and I'm just going to ask it to return con. There we go. Right, so these constructors should link up our database. Okay guys, if we want to update, we have to create a method to take care of that as well, so that when we enter data straight onto my database, the update should be able to take care of that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come here right underneath this. I'm going to come right underneath here and just let's add a function. So that's going to be a public one, a public function, public void updates table. I'm going to call that. And my update table, what I want you to do is to connect straight to my database, but the name of my system, I need that as well. Data entry, that's it right there. Data entry. So it's going to connect through my system. So that's going to be connect equals data entry dot connect db there, enter parentheses there. Okay, let's use an if statement to check if the connector or the connection is now empty. If connect is not equals empty, so we're going to say no there. What I want the system to then do is to check the following. So we declare a variable there called SQL equals, we're going to now use SQL statement to select ref number, I call it, and the next one is going to be first name, surname, address, telephone number, I think I have registration number, registration date, I have proof of ID, right? I'm just going to come down here and say plus, let's add the others. Okay, that's the rest of the column in there. So what I'll then do next is to use try catch just to make sure there's no error made. So let's copy that, and now I'm going to come right down here, or I can just copy everything and delete the content in here. Copy, come right here, paste, and get rid of this. Get rid of that. I'm going to get rid of this as well. And right in here, I'm going to say prepare. Okay, you remember that variable I created earlier? Com dot prepared statement. That's it. And that statement is going to be whatever I have inside the variable SQL. And I'm going to say result equals prepared dot would like you to execute the query. There. Now the next thing is, let's say the object itself. Object that will be column data equals new object, and in total I think I have 11 equals object, and just enter it into my array there. That's my object taken care of. Now we're going to use while loop. Come right down here. So while result set dot next, open a curly braces, and that the very first content I have inside my column data, remember it's inside an array, the first one is going to be 0, and that is going to be result dot get string, and the very first one is reference number, enter semicolon there, and the rest. Copy that. The next one is surname and so on. Okay, this will be 1, and this is going to be surname and first name there. Surname, no space. Address, I have telephone number, registration date, proof of ID, member type, member fees or member fee. Then finally I have postcode. Copy, paste that in there, and let's paste postcode there. So let's ask the model itself to now add all of these in onto the column. So we say model dot add rows, and what are those rows? That's the column data there. But I need to do one thing. I need to change this to 2, 3, 4. Okay, I think there's one missing. There's one missing, and that is meant to be the dates, and I'm also missing the date here. So I'm going to come in here and just type in date, and I missed the date here as well. So the date is right before all of this. Okay, so come in here, copy that. That will be date. So this is 8, 9, 10. That is it, correct. Right. and I have my cache underneath there. Okay, that's all taken care of. So we also need to call this, that right underneath the initialize. So let's get it initialized. Go right up there. Where is it? Yeah, right here. Just paste. There we go. Right. Okay, all the connection process is taken care of, but we need to be able to communicate with the system using all of these buttons. So the first one I want to take care of now among those three buttons will be the add new item. So go to event, action, perform. Let's say string variable. Let's get this string variable here and all of those data instead of me retyping the whole lot. Or I can just even copy everything here. Let's see, I can take it from here, take it down and modify it all the way here. Copy. Yeah, let's go right inside my add, right click there, come right down, paste. Now in the first place we need to take care of this string variable up here. But that string variable we need to use an SQL statement, and that is going to be insert into my database. My database is called data form. Yep, data form. Okay, insert into data form the following there. And let me just close this, take that off, insert all of these. Alright, and those are the values that will go in there, and these values, so I'm going to get rid of this as well. Let's get rid of it up to here, close that. Now I need to specify the values. So right, the values are specified, however we don't know what they are, so we're going to use question mark for that. 1, we have 11 in total. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 there. Right, I will close that right there. There we go. Okay, so that is taken care of. Now let's come straight to our try catch here. For the try catch, I want this to do as follows. I'm going to get rid of all of this here up to there. Yeah, get rid of it. I might as well get the execute out. Cut that off. Get rid of all of these. We don't need that. I'm going to have to get rid of the coily braces underneath here. Get that off. Now I need prepare string. So let's come in here and just get rid of everything here. Oh, all I need. Okay, I might as well just take care of one, and I'll take it from there. Delete everything here. Yeah, this one will become text anyway, and that will be dots get something. I don't want to get you guys confused. I understand what I'm trying to achieve there, so I'll take care of just one and just copy it around. So let's delete everything here. Trying to take a shortcut, but it seems not to be working the way I want. Okay, prepared equals com dot prepare statement. Okay, and what statement am I preparing? I have the first one there, so the very first one is going to be number 1, comma, and this very number 1 is JTXT xt ref num. Okay, dots there. That's the very first one. And I am going to get rid of all of this. There we go. Okay, what is that called then? Let's come in here and find out the name. Yeah, I'm right. No, I'm not right. I'm wrong. There is no noun in there. Come right down. Right click, event, action perform. Get rid of this. Okay. That was meant to be dot state string. Right. My very first one. Follow this. My very first one is that. So let's copy all of this. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nope. That's 6. And we need 5 more. And let's just change the names around. So this is going to be first surname, first name. That's 2, 3. And this is surname. Okay, now I'm on the right course now. So this is address, telephone, five, 6, 7, 8. Right, and this is registration number. Could that be the name? Let's come in there. This is not the name. Good, this is the name. Copy that, come back in there. Okay guys, with number 6, that's going to be a bit tricky, but the first thing we need to do to take care of that, because it's a date, so I'm going to say, let's say simple date format. It's just the objects, that's what it's called. I'm going to say equals the format. Okay, format date equals new, and simple date format, let's copy that, paste that in there now, and I want it formatted as follows. So that is going to be, let me start with date, month, and year. Let's see if it's going to take that value, and just end it right there. Okay, so this very simple date format, what I would then do is I'll come right down here. You see number 6, I have date in there, so I'm going to call my date format, I think I'll call it D. Yep, let's copy that then. Come right down here, number 6, and I think it's number 6 and number 8 or so. Date dot format. And what am I formatting? I'm actually formatting the name of that very object is called JDate. JDate. Chooser, something like that. 1 dot get text. No, get it. That should be get dates here. Yeah, let's double click on this one and enter that in there. Okay, that should take care of that. Let's see, 1 2 1 2 and one more here. Right, I should take care of that. So I'm just going to copy this. I think the next one, let's see, where is it? That's the 6 7 8 9, number 9. This is 11 10 9 8. Okay, number 8 here. There, that should be 2. Right, and number 7 is proof of ID. And just paste that in here. Proof. There. Number 10, 9 and 10. This one is postcode. And 9 and 10, what are they called? Okay, I think it's C. Yeah, copy that. But that's going to be tricky as well. I think we have to use string dot, I think it's get select the selected item. There. And this string should be in quote. String. Yeah, that's fine. Then the other one is, let's copy that, paste that in there. The other one is fee. There we go. So that should take care of my odd, and we then need to get it executed. Right, it's executed already. I remember copying that earlier on. It's executed already, and yeah, if you want, we can also display a message box to say data is added. Paste that in there, whatever message. I'm just gonna enter that in here. See, make the system updated. Okay, system update complete, or system updated, whatever. That's cool. And we just say sr.close. Yeah, and we also need to close. Prepare dot close. There we go. That should take care of the odd. Okay, take it from the top here. Bring it right down. See all these other one, you cannot see that properly. That's mine. Let's come right down here. Yeah, okay, let's just cut this off. This is one. Cut. And I'm gonna paste that here. Okay. Yeah, so you can see it all. Alright, so that is that. Bring it down. Yeah. Okay, we just need to take care of update. Right click and let's get that updated fast. We're running out of time now. Okay, to take care of the updates is either just maybe copy this, because it's going to be the same. I'm just going to copy that, or just call the function in there. Right, and let's come right down here, get update, right click on update, just paste that in here. So okay, now let's look after the delete, and right here that is the delete. Those are the lines of code for the delete. I had to speed this up, we're running out of time. So that's one more thing. So we need to come straight to where we have services in here. Right there, I'm going to click on database. We need to be able to connect my database, but first, let's see the driver. Okay guys, right here, so what I'm going to do is to get my drivers, although I already have some drivers in there, but just for the purpose of this tutorial, I'm going to show you guys how to create a new driver for those who are new to Java. So let's right click new, select new, and I'm going to add a driver. Click on add. So I will look for the location where my project is, because I already have my driver inside my project, and that is the folder, my project right there. Double click on it, and here, that's the driver, so you can see it. Okay, click on open, and there, if you notice the name is called SQLite 3, because I already have SQLite, SQLite 1 and SQLite 2, so that's why this one is called SQLite 3. So I'm going to click on OK. So I have the third driver there, look at it. Now we need our database, so right click on the database, connect, new connection, and in there, so what I'm going to have to do is to drop this down and select my new driver, which is called SQLite 3. Yours might just be called SQL. Yours will be called SQL if you never play around with it before. So mine is SQLite 3. Click on that. That is it. But supposing you don't know where your driver is, you can just click on add. But I don't need to, because I already have a driver. So click on next. Now the next thing is driver name is up there. If you don't have the right driver name, make sure you select the right driver name. Okay, I'm going to leave out username and password, so I won't do anything with those. But there's one important thing we need down, is the location of my database. So I'm going to come straight into my file here, that is my database. I will now hold on to the shift key. Okay, the shift key, hold on to it, right click and select copy path. Okay, that is it right there, copy path. There, the path for this database is now copied. Let's get that minimized. So now come here, delete all of that and just paste that in there. Get rid of the quotation mark here, get rid of that and get rid of this. My database is now in place. You can click on, I think we should test it out. Let's click on connect. There we go, connection succeeded. So my database is officially connected to my system now. So you can click on next, or you can just click on finish. My database is on the system anyway. Okay, so I would just prefer to test, connection succeeded, and click on finish. There, and right there, that is my connection. Look at it, that is my connection right there. And look at the name of my database. Okay, if you see the name of my database, called data form right there. Okay, let me just show you the rest of the name. That's it right there, that's the database name, data form. So I'm going to just compile and run now. So compile and let's run, and let's click on run. There we go, guys, decision time. So let's check it out and see if the whole thing will work as we expected. So I'm going to make up a reference number there. So let's just say ref. Let's change this to lowercase e. And the name of this guy, I'm going to call him Tony Montana. Address of Montana, number 45. Little Venice, London. Okay, telephone number of Montana, registration dates, so let's assume he joined, okay, February. Okay, that's fine. There, and proof of his ID, let's say he's got a driving license, and right here, date, current date is today's date, and he's an annual member. And right here there's a course postcode for Montana, today Montana, so let's say it's 19 MW. So let's check out the whole system now. Oh, we do have an error, so let's see what happened. Okay, let's check out this error. I'm going to click on that and just exit out of the system. Yes, I want to exit. Whoa, right there in front of my eye. Look at the error right there. I open up a bracket here and I did not close it here. So let's close that. There we go. Now I'm going to try that again. Compile and let's run. Let's enter some data in there again. So I'm going to go for, let's say, almost the same thing, and that's Tony Montana again. Yeah, an address 45 Little Venice, London. Telephone number, I'm just going to make that up. Registration date, that was on the 16th 2016, I think. Okay, whatever. Proof of ID, driving license. And right here we have today's date, annual member fees, and the postcode is 19 MW. So let's try that out. Now what is? Okay, let's check out this error. I'm sure it's a minor thing. Okay, I'm gonna just, let's see. Okay, the delete is working, that's fine. So let's just close everything for now, because there is still an error that we need to look into. So I'm gonna exit. Yep. Oh, look at it right there. Right there. That was a mistake. That was supposed to be executes. See, when I entered dots, execute, I was meant to select this. There we go. So that should take care of that. I think I also have it in my where is this? This is update. I also have that in odd. Okay, so I'm just gonna get rid of that. There we go. Now let me show you guys this code properly. You see the code for the odd. Okay, let's right click on the add button, because I did made some improvement on those. This is it right here. Okay, from here, these are the improvement I made. Okay, then let's take it down. Let's take a good look at it. I'm going to take it down now, and I've also corrected the error here, which is the query. I've deleted that. Then take it down. Then right underneath the cache, I was supposed to call my table update, which I did not call, and then I assign everything straight onto my table. Okay, that is it. Take a good look at it, because you're gonna need it. Now back up here, have another look again, take it down. Down, you can always pause. But as you guys noticed earlier, I actually copied these whole lines of code in here and paste it right inside my update. But there's no need for that. We can just get rid of that of updates. I'm going to comment it all out, bring it down up to cache, and I'll just ask this to just update the table alone, just from here. So that's my lines of code for updates, just from here to here. But if you want, you can also leave this. The choice is yours. There should be a better way to get that sorted. So I'm going to compile and let's run it again, so that we can call it the end of this tutorial. So let's run now. Yeah, there we go. Alright, let's assume I want to add other details. I'm going to go for right, and the name. Yeah, let's use Tony Montana. address is, and let's say the address is Little Venice, London. Okay, now telephone number of Tony Montana and registration dates. Let's change these to maybe approximately a year now, and there we go. Then today's date, and there, proof of ID, pilot license, postcode, there, decision time, add. That is beautiful. Now it's working. You can see that system update there. Look at Tony Montana there. Let's add it one more time. There we go. That's Tony Montana. We can delete if we want. Get rid of that. Get rid of Grace Lily Jones, Paul Oman, and let's add maybe one or two more. Get rid of these, and the next person is going to be, let's say, Alan Day. Okay, let's change that. And where does Alan Day lives? Lives in Church Road, London. Telephone number of Alan Day, and he's been a member since the Alan Day. He says, okay, proof of ID, driving license. Today's dates, okay, is there. There we go. Add Alan Days right there as well. Okay, so with that, guys, I'm gonna call it the end of this tutorial. I suppose you guys enjoy it, and this is how you create your own data entry form using Java in Java NetBeans. So I'm going to say bye for now. Please do subscribe to my channel, and you can also join to become a member of the channel. Have a nice day, guys, and thanks for watching.